Hey there y'all, my name is George and this is an introductory video to my new YouTube channel. It's called the 4G Experience and my new spring garden. A friend of mine came by and saw what I was doing here, and as he was walking around and looking, he's like, wow, you should YouTube this and show people what you're doing and how you did it. And I'm like, who wants to see my garden? He just looked at me. Well, after discussing it and everything, he convinced me. I'm a very convincing person. So either way, here I am, and I hope y'all enjoy what y'all see and my future videos. I hope they're a learning experience and educational. So let me go ahead and show you what I got. Well, as you can see, I got 7 raised beds. My raised beds are filled with what they call a garden mix and compost. The compost wasn't the best of composts, as you know, some might know. This compost had a lot of mulch in it. So what I did, I filled the raised beds up first with the garden mix, and since the compost that I bought did have compost in it, I just sprayed it on top, put a couple inches thick, and I watered it in. The compost went down and the mulch stayed on top. So the nutrients went down to where they need to be, and the mulch stayed up where they needed to be. Okay, my first raised bed is, okay, first let me explain. This is technically not my garden. My parents asked me this past season if I could come over here and build them a garden. They tried one last year, and all they did was fight killing weeds and fighting off ants. So they said they wanted something different, and they wanted something that they didn't have to come out here and work. They wanted to come out here and enjoy it. You know, isn't that what gardening's about? Enjoying what you're doing. So my parents asked me if my parents wanted it. I came over here. This is what I got. Got watermelons in this raised bed. I got a couple of cantaloupe here. I got some yellow meat, yellow or orange meat watermelons there. Got some crimson tides over there, crimson sweets. I'm not quite sure. I planted all these from seeds, so I'm sure I have the seed packets in there somewhere. I should have studied before I came out here. Here I got the 3 sisters. Well, actually, there's only 2 of them, but it's called the 3 sisters. The Native Americans' way of growing things back when. Got the corn, the green beans, or I believe they're called Kentucky Wonders, and that zucchini in this bed. I got squash in that bed along with the corn and the green beans. See here. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. This is my 3rd year gardening. This is my 1st year gardening here in Houston, but I've been gardening for the past 2 years at my ranch, the 4G. With some ups and downs, but mostly failures and disappointments. I have real hard red clay over there, and I knew nothing about composting. I knew nothing about mulching. I knew nothing about anything. I thought you just threw the seeds in the ground, they grow, you eat what they give you, and you're good to go. Yeah, right. That didn't work out too very well. But I've learned. I've done my research. I've watched YouTube channels. Oh, by the way, John Kohler at growingyourgreens.com. I love your YouTube channel. Ray over at the Praxis, love your channel, man. Y'all are awesome in your own way. So there, you know, if anybody wants to go check them out, go check them out. I mean, they're wonderful, awesome people. And if you're on YouTube and you haven't checked them out yet, then I really don't know what you've been doing. But there you go. They've taught me a lot, and this is what came from them. So hopefully this works out, and if not, I guess I could blame them, right? No, I'm kidding. Love y'all guys. Appreciate everything y'all do, and thank you for all the insight, all the info. I loved it, and I hope on my mama's expense that it comes out right. Can I do that? I guess I can. Okay, here I have pepper plants. I actually have 2 beds of peppers. I have bell pepper, some cayenne, and jalapenos growing for sure. Then I bought a seed pack that had mixed peppers on it. They say anywhere from hot to sweet. So hopefully I get some banana peppers, some, you know, different kind of assortment of peppers. You know, that'd be kind of interesting. We love our salsas, You know, we love our pico de gallos, so we have a whole bunch of peppers, we have a whole bunch of tomatoes, we have a whole bunch of onions, some garlic. We got a little bit of everything growing on here. So hopefully it all comes out good. Let's see what we got over here. Here I have cucumbers, and they're spaced 6 inches apart. They're going to grow up this trellis and not interfere with my pepper plants over here. I just thought I'd utilize that space that I had there and see what happens. Now, I did put cardboard underneath my raised beds before I filled them, so hopefully if any of these plants need extra root space, all they have to do is dig through this cardboard, which is already falling apart, because when I was planting these plants, I dug way deep, and it took no effort at all to get through that cardboard. So they shouldn't have a problem, especially they're so small right now. That cardboard would be gone before they need to go down there. Now here's this trellis hoop house like thingy that I built. It started out with just a trellis on this side and a trellis on that side for my Juliet tomatoes to grow up. But then the bamboos that are harvested from my parents' bamboo patches over there, I guess you would call them bamboo bushes. Anyways, bamboo was free. I'll harvest them from over there, dry them up, put them over here. Kind of tied them together on top, ran a couple of braces on this way and across. So they're pretty sturdy, actually. I'm, kind of stoked about it. My buddy thought it was a great idea. He wanted me to go build one for him. So that's my weekend project. Here we got the tomatoes, and I have my bamboo stakes in already and everything. We have 2 tomatillo plants here. We got some romas, a whole bunch of romas, some Juliets. Here I planted by seed. I planted some beefsteak, and as you can see, my tomato plants vary in sizes because, well, I started some real early indoors. Then a few weeks after that, I planted some more indoors, and then now when they come out, they're the sizes they are. And then here I planted by seed. So as the season goes by and as the tomato plants start giving fruit, hopefully I'll have a longer season. Well, it sounds good, right? Yeah, it sounded good. So, but this one here I did buy from the nursery. It's called a lemon boy. I thought that was pretty interesting. For $1, you couldn't beat that. So I thought I'd give it a try. I never had a yellow lemon, so I'm kind of excited about that. Kind of cool. All right, as you can see, my little tomato plants, this is the babies, and these are of course bigger. I have some bigger ones back yonder. Where you at? Over there. Got some more tomato plants over here. I got some onions planted in between over there, back there towards the trellis hoopy thingy. And here in between these, my friend John, he gave me some red head lettuce seeds. They're heirlooms. So I thought I'll plant them in between the tomato plants there and see how they do. Now I know that tomato plants, as they grow, they'll shade the lettuce heads from the sun, which I heard that they don't really like to very much. If I would have known that a couple years ago, I wouldn't have lost all my lettuce. I planted 4 rows of lettuce. Man, my rows at the ranch are 30 feet long. So I planted 4 rows of lettuce, and it got so hot over there, everything just wilted. I didn't know they weren't supposed to be in full sun. But now I know. And learning is what we do. So let me give you another angle here of what I got here. And as time goes on, I'll learn how to make better videos and see what y'all like and what y'all don't like, to help me improve my YouTube channel, of course, and to improve y'all's experience. Y'all see that? Yeah. Build a compost bins over there. I'll make a video about that some other time. Got a greenhouse and construction back there. You see those cedar log posts? Those came from my ranch, so cedar will be in there for as long as we need that greenhouse. Got banana patches back there. I'll take you by there here in a second. There's a quick video because they do limit your time if you're a new YouTube person, I guess. So we got some mixed lettuces here, kale, greens. I guess mixed greens would be the best way to say that. This is my parents' old garden. I went ahead and raked up all the leaves from the backyard, pretty large backyard, and the front yard up there last winter, and laid it across, made a big old mat across their last garden to help suppress the weeds. And for the most part, it worked pretty well, except for a few that are fighting the great fight and sticking their heads through. But other than that, it's helped, and it keeps the moisture in there great. I haven't watered this at all. I have not watered it at all, except for when I planted the seeds, of course, but everything else I have not watered. So it's been doing a great job. Got a banana growing there, added some extra mulch and compost. Got our onions here. We have 182 onions here, red and white and yellow, so hopefully those come out pretty good. Now when I raked the leaves back, I did add compost to the existing soil. I added it on top and just planted our seeds in that. Here's the banana runs. I call them banana runs. I don't know what you would call them, but I call them banana runs. I'll make a video about that and why we did that. Here's another angle. What we're doing. And there's the trailer that I hauled everything over here in wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow, mixing compost, garden mix. It was fun. I had a great time doing it. Alright, y'all, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all have a comment or a suggestion, please leave it down below, and I will surely read them and get back to you on them. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. That's it.